When was the last time you found yourself fully present in the moment, being aware and able to make conscious decisions that truly benefit your life? I have learned the hard way. Pregnant, operating in autopilot mode, risking my life and the life of my unborn child. How I wish I knew what I know today. But it is better late than never. Hello, my lovelies. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you're new to this channel, a very warm welcome. This is the place where we aim to embark on a journey to become the best version of ourselves by exploring topics such as mindset, growth, intentionality, self-development, self-love, self-care, and so much more. This past Saturday was fantastic. I got lots and lots of messages. The most important thing is that we are all going to be on this journey together, and I just want to say thank you so much for filling this place with that positive vibe. I'm so excited about today's topic, so let's get right into it. In recent times, I've started feeling like time is flying by so quick. And I'm very sure that a lot of you, if not all of you, will agree with me on this one. I don't know, but I think when you get to a stage in life, it even goes by so quickly. In life, there is always something to do. Responsibilities, commitments, places to go, things to do, and the list goes on. So we tend to miss out on even some of the most beautiful things around us. At some point in life, I just literally felt like I was on autopilot mode. Okay, I am moving, I'm getting things done, I'm doing things, but I felt like I was just so rushed. Nobody was rushing me, but I was rushing because I have to adjust to the pace of life. As we all know, we're actually just passing through this life. We're not going to be here forever, but I just feel like, do we just need to pass through it? Or we need to have the opportunity to enjoy everything around us. We have been put in this place, and everything around us we're supposed to enjoy. This is where intentional living helps me to be able to pause, reflect, and adjust my focal length for life to get myself refreshed, rejuvenated, and ready to face it. Living intentionally means living with awareness and making conscious choices about how I want to live my life. I always say that life is full of choices. And so for me to get the opportunity to be able to make those conscious choices towards my life is very important. Living intentionally has actually helped me to not just do things, but to be able to live and be conscious of my present moment, to be able to enjoy it and to make those decisions that aligns to my values. More importantly, I'm able to live a life that is authentic to me and to create a life that I desire for myself. Today, I want to explore areas that you can also start living more intentionally to a happy and more fulfilling life. We can be intentional in most aspects of our lives, if not all. We can be intentional spiritually, physically, emotionally, mentally, psychologically. So let's look at how we can be intentional spiritually. I have started making some very conscious effort towards that because I found that I was so busy, I couldn't even find time to focus on the spiritual. I couldn't find time to do some of the things that were so important. I was doing them, but not to the level at which I really wanted to do them. You can be intentional spiritually by deliberately and consciously setting time aside that you are going to make sure, be conscious that I'm definitely going to stick to this. Be thankful. Be on the positive side. Do not dwell on the things that are not always working. Just have that heart of appreciation. It makes life so much easier. Gratitude is something that I have practiced over the years, and it has worked for me. I really appreciate like everything, the simple things, even the bad times. I appreciate it. And I've gone through a stage where I have appreciated bad times and I've said to myself, you know what, this is tough, but it's going to pass. Another way you can be intentional in your spiritual life is to be mindful. Be mindful of what goes in your thoughts. Be mindful of what you feed your mind. Be mindful of where you allow your mind to wander. Be mindful of your feelings, of your thoughts, of your actions, and to be present in the moment. Being intentional with the spiritual is something that is a personal journey. It's not one fits for all. So find whatever works for you and put that into practice. One of the things that I have been working on my being intentional spiritually is when I wake up in the morning. Alarm wakes me up. I find that when I pick the alarm and I try to turn it off, then I realize, oh, maybe my mom has rung me. I'm thinking, why she rang me at this time of the day? So I try to go and check it, and then I get distracted, and then I get distracted, and then I get distracted. So what I've started doing these days is the moment I pick the alarm, I just go like that, off, I put it down, say thank you, Jesus, carry on with my prayers and everything before I go back to that. Do I always do it? No. And I'm saying this for you to know that being intentional is not an act of perfectionism. It doesn't mean that you want to be perfect. It means that you are conscious of it. You are making sure that you put all your energy and your time and your effort in it. Sometimes it might not happen because we're humans, but most of the time, you will be sure to do it. I have always been very mindful of how I look, but even now, I am more mindful. And guess what? I had really positive compliments, and I do appreciate that. I am on a journey. These days, I am just very, very mindful of what I wear. I am intentional about how I want to look. I am taking pride in my body. It is so important. If you just decide not to care about your body, at the end of the day, it's going to affect how you feel, it's going to affect your actions, and it's going to produce something undesirable. Input equals output. So whatever you put in your body, you're going to see results. Some foods actually make us feel bloated or a bit sluggish. If you know that you're going to eat that food and it's going to make you feel that way, just be mindful. Think about it. I am being intentional by setting an alarm on my phone. So almost every hour, my phone is going, drink water, drink water, drink water. I try as much as possible to drink it. But do I drink it all the time? Again, is a no. I drink it most of the time. I'm holding myself accountable by setting that alarm. And because I am practicing intentionality, I make sure I do it. So I'm having more success doing this than before. It also includes time and energy that we spend in making ourselves look good. The men on this platform, I'm going to address you now. Some men actually feel that the nail salon is for girls. It's for ladies. It's for women. No, it's not. Making sure that you look after yourself does not mean that you need to have all the money in this world. It doesn't. You just need to make sure that you are looking after yourself within your means. That is one thing that I have really practiced over time. One thing I don't do is to spend excessively on things like clothes or, anything that I need to put on myself. I spend reasonably, and I always spend within my means. If you can't go to the pedicure, to the nail shop, get a clipper. Get a clipper for however much. Make sure your nails are clipped. It's as simple as that. If you look after yourself, you feel good. My queens, I'm going to address the women now. Your beauty routines. One thing that I never really bothered doing was making sure that I've got a cleanser to clean my face. My sister has done that for so many years, and I'm not advocating for cleansers, but I'm just saying this is what I've started doing now. Something I never did. I mean, I've had pretty bad habits, I must say. Another thing I never did even was take vitamins. I never used to take vitamins. You get to a point in time where you kind of think like, I need to look after myself, baby. It's not going down well, honey, if you don't. Look after yourself. Your body will thank you. Another area of being intentional physically that is so important to the body is how many hours we sleep. How many hours do you actually sleep? But I want you to ask yourself, if you have enough sleep, kudos to you. If you don't, I encourage you to be mindful, to be intentional about how many hours you sleep. That is something that I am definitely on. I have always been a night owl. If I tell you this whole intentionality is of a massive benefit to me, I mean it to the T. I've done so many things in a way that really neglected, especially my physical life. People saw me outside and I probably look great. Don't get me wrong, I never look dreadful or awful or anything. But I think some of the practices that we need to do to really look after ourselves, to make sure we're healthy, I wasn't really doing it that religious until now when I started being intentional. Oh, yes. We can also be intentional by being mindful of how we spend our money, but also being careful to spend our hard-earned money on ourselves, to look after ourselves. Living intentionally also involves being able to let go of certain expectations that society places on us. For example, certain expectation that makes people think that women need to be of a certain size. Women, you need to be able to own your body. I know queens who own their bodies and who carry themselves with confidence. I'm going to address the young ladies on this platform. Do not let anybody tell you otherwise. Whatever you need to do to make yourself look good and feel better, it should be for you. It's all about you and how you feel about yourself. Have a mindset that allows you to dwell in the moment, enjoy what you have, make a decision for yourself that will lead to a happy and a fulfilling life. Are my actions always intentional? It's a no. Not always intentional because I'm not perfect. I am on a journey. But the most important thing is that I am very mindful. I know that I'm being intentional, so I have greater success of being able to accomplish the things that I was not able to accomplish before I started being intentional. You can also be intentional mentally by controlling your thoughts. What thoughts do you allow in your head? When you have a very clear and free mind, you are happy as Larry. You live a happy life. You have no issues with anybody. Some people do not have peace because people are living rent-free in their heads. I have no space in my head to allow anybody to live rent-free. No, 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 no. If somebody is happy today, I'm happy for them. You know why? Because I know that my time will come. And this is why I am so free-spirited and I have gone through a transformational process when it comes to emotions. One of the things that I used to struggle with was when I'm not happy with something, if somebody offends me, what I did was to shut in and not talk. I will not talk to you. I block you out. The reason why I did that was because I was trying to stop myself from probably saying something that I might not be able to take back. So the intentions behind that was something that I thought will benefit me. Over time, I have come to learn that was a very big mistake. Sometimes when we have misunderstandings and issues, we try to shut it out. We try not to confront it. The problem or the main issue that I had when I shut the person out, I wasn't happy. I was not. I was angry. So in the end, who really gets hurt? I realized it was me. So when I started going through this whole mindset thing and trying to evolve and trying to be a better version of myself, I said to myself, if somebody offends me, why should I be the one suffering or paying for their mistake? It is not worth it. So I have totally freed myself from that. And that is something I'm so happy about because it has actually been a habit, something I've done for so long and I didn't even realize there was anything wrong with it. Offend me, I'm not talking to you. Speak to the door, you're out. Shutting people out and being angry you're the one struggling. You're the one hurting yourself. So I am so grateful to God that I have freed myself from that. If somebody offends me and I'm not happy, I have so much worked on my mind. Like, my mindset is so fixed. You're not pushing me to that point where I am angry and I'm the one hurting myself. Go and check it out. When you are angry for a short period of time, the amount of damage it causes to your body is totally unbelievable. Hell no, I am not going that lane. No, thank you. No, thank you. Remember, life is for living. And life is a gift that has been given to us to be able to have a good time on earth. You came in solo and you will depart solo. So when you get those moments to reflect, think about yourself. Think about prioritizing yourself sometimes. It's okay to do that. Be intentional with a lot of things in your life, then you're going to see the benefits of it. I am living that life right now, and I cannot stress how much of a blessing it has been to me. Michael Hyatt once wrote, "The busier you are, the more intentional you must be." So remember to make a decision to start living intentionally so that you can enjoy this life that has been given to you. It is a gift, but it is not forever. Believe it or not, we have come to the end of today's vlog, which means we have got a date next week. So remember, intentional, 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 intentional.